now. If you're watching Devad on YouTube, how you doing? Hopefully Devad is not blocked. If it's not blocked and you're watching this on YouTube, I'll be sure to timestamp everything below in the comments so you can just skip to whatever segment you want. Today we're covering, first off, we're giving away a merch. Yo, Emma, what up? Dallas Z, what up? What up? We're giving away merch today. We're talking about aliens. Apparently Obama confirmed they're real. We're talking about Kurt Cobain potentially homicide rather than suicide. And if there's time, I thought there was some crazy shit that I saw on my feed on Instagram and I wanted to go over. It was like apparently there's like SWAT team Olympics or something. Bro, today is stacked, bro. Stacks. Fellas, how we doing? How we doing? Yo, Lex, what up? Jacko, what up? How we doing? We've been knowing Courtney killed him. Wait, what? Bonnie Blue is pregnant? Bro, what do you mean? No way. Yo, Slam, what's up? Cattle Dog, what's up? Fellas, how we doing? Welcome to stream. Your boy had Taco Bell today. I did. How we doing, fellas? How we doing? Who's ready for some fucking merch? How we doing? How's your weekend? Bonnie Blue killed Kurt. I heard that. I heard Bonnie Blue killed Kurt Cobain. I know you got bubble guts, bro. Okay, so I got the $9 the deluxe box because I'm like, bro, that seems like a good idea. I didn't know they do like bacon chalupas. That shit was kind of gross. I'm not gonna front. I did not like it. I don't like it. I don't. And Taco Bell never misses. I was so hurt. Haley, what up? Fart smell of me? You. Good weekend, nice. What you do? It is. Emma, you listen to NSN during Ramadan is crazy. Hey, Allah knows I'm a good fella. All right, I don't gotta prove it by not eating. Okay. How we doing? How we doing? Yo, Munchie, welcome in, bro. How you feeling? How you doing? Munchie Cheese, my goat. What up? What up? What up? How's everyone's fucking weekend? How was your day? Bacon? Oh, yeah, bacon is haram. I forgot, bacon is haram. I might be going to Muslim hell, bro. A strug for love? Does that mean? Let me Google that. Guys, I'm going to the dentist tomorrow. I'm getting cavities filled in. I don't know if I'll be able to function after that. I don't know. Like, I seek forgiveness from Allah. Ashraf Fallah. Bro, dentist is haram. Can't spam broke anymore? Yeah, bro. I'm gonna keep the rewards, I gotta get on that. It's just I've been grinding, bro. Alright. Okay, hold on. Again, just to let you guys know what we're doing today, we're gonna do merch giveaway. Okay? Yo, Kiwi, what up? Kiwi came just in time. Just in time. All right, we're going to do a merch giveaway. And I have a reason. Minority, what up? Unpacking, getting home. Nice. Bro, you got to tell us how the weekend went. Merch giveaway. We're going to talk about Obama confirming aliens are real. We're going to talk about Kurt Cobain's murder, because apparently it wasn't a suicide. We're going to talk about the SWAT Olympics. And we're going to, bro, today's fucking stacked. I kind of just want to get right into shit to get everything done. But before that, fellas, Vizzy VOD's channel is gonna eat this week. You just had my merch on yesterday. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Hopefully you can add to your collection. I got here, I'm gonna spoil it for y'all. I spent like 2 fucking days, like a day, like 2 days working on. I did a second channel video, which, by the way, I know we spoke about vertical streaming on stream, but it's its own video. It's a commentary on the whole thing. It's not a stream highlight. Vizzy Plus is no longer going to be stream highlights. Yo, Dante, what up, bro? Do the bomb. Helping me get nice, bro. We'll be sure to listen to it. Did anyone listen to the new Converge? I listened to like the first quarter of it at the gym today. I'm good, bro. We're about to give away some merch. So Vizzy Plus, we're not doing stream highlights or anything anymore. It's just gonna be commentary, and I'm just gonna say I'm gonna be open to more than just music. I'm just gonna talk about whatever the fuck I want. Like I'm tired of like pigeonholing myself. Vizzy VODs though, anything stream related is going on Vizzy VODs. So I uploaded when I tried the pickle Pepsi on Vizzy VODs today. I'm also uploading the autism test, the vertical live streaming highlight, the tattoo stream, and the exotic sports stream. That's all this week, and then I'm gonna do another day to spend to do another bunch. It was Pete. Yeah, what I heard so far was good, bro. Their set had like 3. Wait, who set? Oh, Recon. Oh, nice, nice. Look you India. So thought about that, but immediately forgot about it before I could listen to it. Yeah, we gotta listen to it. 166. You're a tattooer? Oh, that's awesome. My girl's actually looking into getting a tattoo. Yeah, look, I like the autism test. While it might not like, I think it was a funny video. I think it's good, but I think the autism test is a great upload on the third channel because I made a little playlist called Lore. So any stories, right, or any like inside jokes, it'll be in that lore playlist. So like, let's say we get a new chatter in tomorrow. They're like, what the fuck? Why is everyone saying 166? They have a link to why 166 is a thing. You know what I mean? Um, I'm very excited for Vizzy VODs. I really am. I'm excited in general for content, and this main channel script. Oh my god, it's coming along so well. It's Ask Me Alexandria adjacent, so I will spoil it a little bit. I'm just so I'm gonna keep it. I'm so excited for this year and the content we're gonna produce. We're gonna main channel, just music based documentaries. Second channel, commentary on whatever I feel like talking about. Still music, but I'm gonna branch out. Like I'm thinking about like doing a whole commentary on the baby rave thing. Third channel, anything stream related. That's it. Like that's it. Clean, said and done. Lord Playlist Gene, that's what I'm talking about. Check out Recon Story, bet. We'll check it out tonight. Can't wait for me and my future wife to bond over Vizula. I know, right? I know, right? It'll be soon, Jaka. Soon. Vizmaster, my girlfriend is as a big NSF fan and she enjoyed your video. Oh, thanks, bro. You know, dude, that's like my most popular video, the Never Shout Ever one. I have the biggest Never Shout Never video on YouTube. And I literally loved Never Shout Never so much as a kid. It really makes my heart happy that I have the biggest Never Shout Never video. It's at 352K right now. And I'm close to having the biggest Midwest emo video, but Neopunk FM takes it. I'm in second place. Frick, what up? I'm having to. Hey, I showered, baby. That's what it was. Hi, Frick. Where can I send put it on the stream shit? No, mosh clips. I'm so sad I missed 11. It's okay, Frick. It's okay. The finale was cute though. Oh my god, this Wednesday we're gonna go over our tier list, bro. So much content this week, and we're finishing. Hopefully, we're finishing Outlast on Thursday. Can we? Let's get into it. I'm just so excited. I am so excited. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. My god. Oh, okay. Wait. What backlight color should we be doing? Okay, for React Days, we need a special color for the back. I feel like red, right? Red for Vizzy VODs. But what? Okay, we're going to lock that. But what face color are we doing? What face color are we doing? Should we just keep it all like red or whatever? The purple makes everything kind of blue. Pink is for movie night because it's cozy. Orange? Do we do orange? Red Dead server, do you like the game? I'm looking for native English so we can hang out and language together while we play. Yeah, DM it to me on Discord, bro. I don't have the game, but I'm interested. Oh, it's on sale right now, isn't it? Am I bugging? I think I got a orange. I'm thinking orange too. For React Day, maybe orange. Right? That's red. That's orange. I kind of fuck with that for React Day. You're special enough. Should I go back and watch it? It was cute. Yeah, I'll watch it. And new season this year. We're gonna watch that too. I remember in shootout title, I was like, "Is that Vizzy vid?" Yeah, I know that. That's awesome. Red Dead 2. I played Red Dead The first one online, but never two. Truthfully, maybe we could do that for game night, right? Who here fucks with Red Dead 2? I got the purple Baja Blast. Bro, that shit is fucking goated. He says orange like a East Coaster. Wait, what? What do you mean? You should do streams playing it. Right now we're doing Outlast. For anyone that missed it, every Saturday I'm putting up stream schedules. But like Sundays are React Day. Monday is community night. And then so we'll do like community playlist and either Gartic Phone Jackbox or Among Us, but we always have a side quest. So we'll react to something or something during that. Then Tuesday is gaming day. Right now we're playing Outlast, and then Wednesday is movie night. And I'm gonna take the entire Outlast VOD and upload it to Vizzy VODs too. So anyone that missed it, because I was surprised how many people was excited to watch me play Outlast. That made me happy. So I'm gonna put the whole VOD up on the third channel. You've been modding? Oh fuck yeah. It was fun to watch. Oh really? That's awesome. I can't stop thinking about the game. Outlast is so fucking good that I might fuck around and get the second one to play on stream as well. Blue raspberry drink from Taco Bell? Oh my god, that sounds so... I love... Blue raspberry anything has my fucking heart. Embraces inner couch hood? What? What do you mean? Couch hood? That sounds like... Well, Bill Murray calls his fans or something. Couch hood. Play to Resident Evil when it comes out? Ooh, that would be fun, huh? Red Dead is one of those franchises that I love the lore, hate the gameplay. Really? I don't like the first one's story, to be honest. Second one blows, but only because I've learned about the time period and I don't like how they represented it. Oh man. Well, here's the thing. Should we do one or two? Whatever. Okay, let's just get into bro. I don't want to stray away too much from content. Let's do it, baby. Let's do it. Okay, first off, I think we got to do the giveaway. Wait, where's Dylan though? Is Dylan gonna pop out tonight? Because if so, I would hate to do the giveaway without Dylan. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a fat buck. Okay. Let me at everyone merch giveaway. Wait, let me ping everyone. At everyone merch giveaway starting. Pull up. Brothers giving away. What do you mean? Did I ever send any clips from that? I don't think so. We love for shit. That's what I'm saying. It does feel odd, no Dylan. Dylan has to be here because it's rigged. It's not rigged. It's just like Dylan is here damn near every stream, and I would, when you're absent from school, and that's the day where like the fire alarm is pulled fucking 7 times, and there was a fight, and there was good drama. The teacher was absent. Y'all watched a movie. There was a pizza party. It's equivalent to that. Like, regardless, we're doing merch giveaway today. It's just a matter of when. And we're gonna do it through marbles to make it hyped. Hype. Is it make it hyped or make it hype? Nothing interesting ever happens at my school. I never miss anything. Yeah, see, like here's whenever I was absent, everything would go down, and I fucking hated that, and I don't want that to happen. And like Dylan is like a super regular. You know what I mean? Damn, no wonder you dropped out. That's chaotic. Bro, I remember one time, literally me and my friends, we were trying, don't ever do this. Me and my friends were trying to actually set a record for most times the fire alarm was pulled in one day in our high school. It was like 7-8 times. Something like that. Oh shit, yeah. I forgot about my farm. Farm. Harvest. 13 minutes, bro. My farm is fucking... No, don't do it, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. And I'll say Vizio on Twitch gave me an idea. Bro, don't, bro. What? No, we're not doing Okay. Let me get my I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't have so I have the structure of what we're doing today. Um Damn about me. Oh my god, Haley, Modern Baseball was just on your story today, wasn't it? Modern Baseball. Damn about. This is my personal playlist. Maybe I should start playing community playlists, right? Okay. Let me just make sure I have all my bullet points ready for Kurt Cobain. Here, I'll open up Marbles. I wanted to open the stream with merch giveaway. Just because like anyone that may be watching just for the merch giveaway, they could just watch and go. If that was their intention. I don't want to kill nobody's time or anything. Taco, what up? Taco, we're about to do a merch giveaway, dude. And by the way, you choose. Hold on, let me flex the store real quick because I absolutely love my designs. You can choose anything from the merch store. You can choose any one item, just one, because I'm broke. Okay, why is my merch store not tabbed? What is it? Through Big Cartel? Is it? Wait, what the fuck? Where's my merch store? Oh, wait a second. I have an idea. Merch. Oh, it's my fourth wall. There it was. Let me flex my store real quick, bro. I gotta flex the store real quick. I got some fire shit. We got the Eye of the Wizard. Fucking cool ass like deathcore kind of logo. All right. We got same guy that did the merch for Forced. We got Vizian Graffiti. And then we got like the bubble style graffiti. Super cool. There we go. Okay, Dylan, perfect. We were actually waiting for you to do merch. I'm at work for the rest of the hour. Here, I'll make it easier for you. Here. We'll do it right this second. We'll do it right this second. Here. So all you got to do is exclamation mark play and go back to work. I got you, my boy. Here. Hold on. Look. I got you. All right, everybody do yeah, all you got to do, everyone do exclamation mark play. Hit exclamation mark play, Dylan. Exclamation mark play. So that way I'll let you know if you win, cuz I didn't want to do it without you. Everyone exclamation mark play. Get in this bitch. Get in this bitch. This is for merch, baby. Craziest story? What happened? Oh my god. I really want to hear your shit. The logo's too small for the eye to visit. I think here's the thing. I think a deathcore logo. I think a deathcore logo really big could come off as corny. That's the only reason why it's not. That's the only reason why it's so small. Hold on. Let me finish showing y'all real quick. Okay, we got crop tops. We got the Rest in Power Kool-Aid tee. I know it may be silly, the black on black, but I think it looks really cool with the Kool-Aid and this like waxy font with the infinity symbol, orange outline. I think it looks really cool, and the back is like I designed this myself. Um, it's Kool-Aid and like this grime art kind of thing. And then I got the graffiti in a crop top, and then I got socks, Kool-Aid socks with the XOXO on it, and this dad hat with the graffiti Vizzy and the eye in the back. Dude, I miss Kool-Aid too, bro. I miss Kool-Aid too. All right, are we ready to do it? Hold on. Oh my god, I love this song. I love this song so much, but we're gonna have to cock block it for the Sonic. All right, again, exclamation mark play. Everyone should be in it. Everyone should be in it, but just to make sure, exclamation mark play. This is a what? Okay. Damn, I was gonna ask, should we do a warm up or just get straight into it? The issue with a warm up is I will feel so bad. I will feel so bad if someone wins the warm up and not the actual giveaway. Oh man, The first time I went to LA for a show, I went to a wrestling event. I liked the wrestler's round or whatever and got a photo with him. Mind you, this was in November if I remember. I found a couple hours ago. He was outed as a no. Oh my god. No way. No way. Just raw dog? Okay, yeah, we'll raw dog it. We'll raw dog it. That fucking suck. Wait, that's right for wrestling? There's weirdo wrestlers? All right. All right, fellas. All right. All right, let's do it. 3, 2, 1, and we're off. Go, 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 go. We are off. All right, who wants it? Lex is winning. We got Lex in first place. Jocko wants it. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Jocko's in first, then Lex, then Slam, then Big V. Hey, if I win, ain't nobody getting shit. I get to save money if I win, just saying. I'll set you free. We got Haley all by her lonesome. We got Emma. Emma, you're caught up in the water. Slowing down. Slowing down. Yo, Jay, what up, bro? How you doing, brother? Bro, Emma, what are you doing? Lock in. Lock in. Jack is in first. He's about to go into this toilet thing. Let's go, Jacka. Go, go, go. Oh, wait, wait, wait. He's not in first. It's Kiwi. Kiwi, Dylan, and Haley on one side. Jacka comes and takes it home. Oh, my God. Wait, wait, wait. How do you win this? Oh, my God. First out the waterfall. Slam. It might be Slam. It might be Slam. And the winner is Slam. Slam I am. Brother, my brother in crust. My brother in crust. Congratulations. Let's get some claps in chat for Slam my goat. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Wait, I didn't even tell you guys why. Wait, I didn't even tell you guys why we're doing a merch giveaway. Hold on, hold on, hold on. This one didn't count. I didn't tell you guys why we're doing it. It didn't count. Never mind. Slam didn't win. No, ignore this. Slam didn't win. I didn't even. He didn't. Just like not. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Okay. The reason why we're doing a merch giveaway is because Scam Izzy. Tell me what you want. What you want from the merch store, my boy. The reason why we're doing a merch giveaway is because during the autism test, as I was editing the VOD, I was like, I said in the autism test, I'm like, bro, I am so confident I don't have autism and this test will prove that if it indicates that I have autism at all, I am going to give away merch, and I scammed you guys. I never did. So this is making up for that. This is making up for that. I literally, and nobody told me. Nobody told me. So I was like, yeah, I gotta make up for it. So here we are. Here we are making up for it. You forgot? I could have, hey, that's how you know I'm a good fella. I could have easily not given anybody shit. I could have gotten away with it. Kept my streak as a professional scammer. But hey, I'm here, baby. I'm here. Giving y'all what I promised. All right. Slam, what do you want from the store, my boy? Or here, I'll tell you what. Thank you, Frick. I'll tell you what, Slam. Just link me on Discord what you want. And what I'm going to do, 161, I wanted to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a code for the merch store. This is what I did for Dorito. I'm going to give you a code. So you literally just choose what you want. You put the code and you don't get charged nothing. You don't get charged shit. So you can put your own Addy. I don't got to ask for your personal info. None of that. Literally, I'm going to give you a code. You choose what you want. And then you know, that's how it's going to be. 166 on a beanie. That, yeah, bro. Damn. Yeah, 166 on a beanie would be pretty hard. What did you say? Okay, after stream, I'm gonna send you a code. So you go to my merch store, choose whatever you want, and that code, you put your own information. I'm not gonna ask you for your ad or nothing. That code you just do at checkout, and it'll just get sent to you. You don't gotta buy nothing. You just put the code and you're good. Um, you can even put the I106s. I gotta update the merch store. I gotta update the merch store. All right, fellas, who's ready to get into some content? Thank you for being good sports. Yo, Vice, what up? Now, I do have a few bulletins. So what I did was I marked down the talking points and stuff because I think the topic of y'all want to control the playlist. Hold on. Let me start a jam so y'all can control the playlist. Here. I like when you guys control the playlist because it feels more like you guys are what do you call it? Add to queue. Add to how do you spell queue? Do not add to queue. There we go. There. All right, there we go. I like when you guys are DJ because it makes the stream feel more interactive. You guys know that's what gets my meat hard. I like when chat is interactive with it. I love that shit. That's my favorite part of streaming. Okay, what's a good intro? I gotta be careful with the words I use because of like algorithm suppression and shit. So we're gonna what's the word that people say for suicide on TikTok? Unalive. Oh my fucking god, bro! No, we're not doing this. Okay, no, we're not doing that. I'm skipping that one. Here we go. Let me get the videos out here. All right, what's a good intro? I'm gonna just go off the dome. So, fellas, apparently Kurt Cobain did not. Damn it! What was the word? I already forgot. Oh. Apparently Kurt Cobain did not unalive himself, and there's evidence or something that says that he was actually murdered, and it wasn't a suicide or self destruct or whatever. So today I want to go into the actual story that went out to the public, what we know, what we don't know, X, Y, and Z, and check out the newly found. I think there's like new forensics or some shit. I'm not a smart fella. I see Rockfeed posted some videos. We're gonna watch some Rockfeed videos. We're gonna go to like what we think go little. Oh my god, I can't intro for shit. Hold on, I gotta open a window. I'm getting high. Whoa. All right, let me start over. Chad's gonna be Sherlock Holmes for real. Yeah. Okay, one more. Take 3. What was the word? God damn it! Why do I keep forgetting the word? Not self-destruct. Unalive. Fellas, apparently Kurt Cobain did not actually unalive himself. And there's like evidence. Somebody from the police force or something came out with other evidence or some shit. I don't really know what's going on, but there's a couple Rockfeed videos we're gonna watch here, and we're gonna go over what people think happened. What was the story that was released during his unaliving? We're gonna read his unalive note. We're gonna go through all of this, and this is actually not new. Kurt Cobain actually being murdered and it not being an unalive thing has been a rumor since it happened. So we're gonna go over a few of these things and think for ourselves. There we go. There we go. What? How was that? How was that intro? That was a pretty good intro. Write it down. I'm lazy. Scott has been knowing this. What? That he didn't unalive? Good song choice, whoever added this. Unalive, unalive. All right, where's my notes here? Where's my links? You added a song? Good shit. All right. Let's see. Hang on. I added a bunch of disco and funk. Oh, hell yeah. All right, so here on Wikipedia, this is let's talk blah, blah, blah. On his Wikipedia, let's read up on to death and see what happened. On April 1st, 1994, Cobain left. God damn it. I hate reading. How do you say it? Exodus? Exodus? Translation. How do you say this? Speech chat. Exodus? Exodus? Okay, see? It's not. I feel so fucking dumb, god damn it. I'm just not a reading fella. Exodus not okay. It's hold on. Exodus. Okay, okay. Exodus. On April 1st, 1994, Cobain left Exodus Recovery Center, the Los Angeles drug rehab clinic he had checked into 2 days before, by scaling a 6-foot wall. On April 2nd, Cobain took a taxi to Seattle gun shop where he purchased and received a receipt for shotgun shells. Cobain told the taxi driver he wanted to buy shells because he had been burglarized. Wait, hold on. Off the bat, that's a real mind goblin? What do you mean? But off the bat, hold on. Okay, so if mind goblin is okay, all right, buddy. Okay, buddy. Okay, hold on. Off the bat, if he already bought shotgun shells and shit, I don't know. Let's just keep reading. On April 8th, Cobain's body was discovered in the greenhouse above the garage at his Lake Washington Boulevard East house by Vecca electric worker who was there to install security lighting. The worker thought Cobain was asleep until he saw blood coming out of Cobain's ear. He also found a self-harm, or not self-harm, an unalive note with a pen stuck through it inside a flower pot. Okay, so I have a friend that recently he was like he's a manager at a hotel or whatever or was, and some dude literally like asked for a room. He went up to the room. He got that room to unalive himself. And the only reason why my boy even found the body was because he like owed money or something. It was the next day. It was like checkout or some shit. He knocked. Nobody was saying anything. Why is this song playing again? What the fuck? Fuck that song. So so he lets himself in and literally his brains was everywhere. His brains got like everywhere and it traumatized my boy. He quit his job and said he's never working at a hotel again. Um with that being said, I hate how this random like employee of his found the body. And it's like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I guess it's better that a stranger you don't know finds it rather than like a family or a friend. You know what I mean? Yo, Cake, what up? Talk about the subject. Yeah, the timing's crazy, isn't it? Um, a Remington Model 11 20 gauge shotgun purchased for Cobain by his friend, musician Dylan Carlson, was found on Cobain's chest. Wait, what? A Remington Model 11 20 gauge shotgun purchased for Cobain by his friend, musician Dylan Carlson, was found on Cobain's chest. Oh my god, I would fucking hate for my boy to like self destruct with the weapon I got him. Holy. It had been legally purchased by Carlson at Stan Barker's gun shop in Seattle. Cobain did not want the gun purchased in his name because he thought that existing red flag laws would result in police seizing the weapon for his own protection. Ooh. Ooh. Ghost, what up? Bro, hold on. If we're talking about if this was a self-destruct moment or someone else doing it, that alone, like, how do we have this information? That alone got my alarms ringing. Um, he did buy the shells though. He did buy the shotgun shells, but let's keep reading. His guns had been His guns have been confiscated twice in the 10 months before his self-destruct. The King County Medical Examiner noted puncture wounds on inside of both the right and left elbows. The shotgun was not checked for fingerprints until May 6, 1994. Ooh, that was a whole month after. What the fuck? The Seattle police report states that the shotgun was inverted on Cobain's chest with his left hand wrapped around the barrel. On April 14th, the Seattle Post Intelligencer reported that Cobain was high on heroin when he pulled the trigger. The paper reported that toxicological tests determined that the level of morphine in Cobain's bloodstream was 1.52 milligrams per liter. Whoa. And that there was evidence of Valium in his blood. What is Valium? What is this? I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't know what I'm reading, and I'm not even gonna pretend I know. That Prose thinks it's impossible to function on. Um, wait, where were we? Oh, here it is. Um, the blood report contained a quote from Randall Basslet of the chemical toxic. The report contained a quote from Randall Basselt of the Chemical Toxicological Institute and author of 12 editions of the Common Forensic Toxicology textbook. Sorry, I can't read, bro. Disposition of Toxic Drugs and Chemicals in Man, including its chapter on heroin, which stated that Cobain's heroin level was at a high concentration by any account, but that the strength of the dose would depend on many factors, including how habituated Cobain was to the drug. Okay, so, but I think what he's saying is like, this is a fuckload of heroin in him, and we don't know how high it was. It just depend how high he was. It just depends on how often he took it. If I like, that's what I think, right? Tell me if I'm bugging, but I think that's what this is saying. Um, In March 2014, the Seattle Police Department developed 4 rolls of film that had been left in an evidence vault. According to Seattle Police, the photographs depict the scene of Cobain's corpse more clearly than previous Polaroid images taken by police. Detective Mike, a cold case investigator, was asked to look at the film because it is 20 years later and it's a high media case. Mike stated that the official cause of Cobain's death remained suicide and the images would not be released to the public. However, the images were released in 2016. According to a police spokesperson, the SPD receives at least one request weekly, mostly through Twitter, to reopen the investigation. This resulted in the maintenance of the basic incident report on file. Okay, all right. So off of what we just read, we're about to read his note too, by the way. Basically, what's going on is somebody walked into his home, right? It was like, hey man, this guy got blood coming out his ear. There's a shotgun on him. Looks like he killed himself. Called the police, investigated, said he was high on heroin, and then he offed himself. But for some reason, is it normal for them not to release like photo evidence? Because why would they not release it? I don't get that. Valium is a benzo, it can sedate you, can get high. Okay. Meds for anxiety, seizures, and muscle spasms. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Okay. So now this was his self-destruct note. This handwriting looks absolutely insane. So luckily I found this Reddit post that transcribed it. By the way, while I was like looking into this, check this out. Apparently, people sell t-shirts with his note on it? Like, bro, this is insane. All I looked, Kurt Cobain note. Bro, people are selling merch of his note. Yo, Jay, what up? If it's a famous person and you get speculation and potential threats at investigators, makes sense to not release evidence. Okay. Maybe the family didn't want them to be public. I don't know how it works. I don't know how it works either. Depends on the nature of the image, to be honest. It can be too distressing to release sometimes, and also they don't release until after a case is closed. Hmm. The handwriting switches halfway through. Let me see. Does it? Does it? I mean, I don't. I'm keeping a buck. The handwriting seems pretty consistent to me. Like down here, this handwriting is obviously different. But all right, let's read his note. To Bordeaux, speaking from the tongue of an experienced simpleton who obviously would rather be an emasculated what? Infantile complainee. This note should be pretty easy to understand. All the warnings from the Punk Rock 101 courses over the years, since my first introduction to this, shall we say, ethics involved with independence and the embracement of your community, has proven to be very true. I haven't felt the excitement of listening to as well as creating music along with reading and writing for too many years now. I feel guilty beyond words about these things. For example, when we're backstage and the lights go out and the manic roar of the crowds begin. It doesn't affect me in the way in which it did for Freddie Mercury, who seemed to relish in the love and adoration from the crowd, which is something I totally admire and envy. The fact is, I can't fool you, any one of you. It simply isn't fair to you or me. The worst crime I can think of would be to rip people off by faking it and pretending as if I'm having 100% fun. Sometimes I feel as if I should have a punch in time clock before I walk out on stage. I've tried everything within my power to appreciate it, and I do, God believe me, I do, but it's not enough. I appreciate the fact that I and we have affected and entertained a lot of people. It must be one of those narcissists who only appreciate things when they're gone. I'm too sensitive. I need to be slightly numb in order to regain the enthusiasms I once had as a child. On our last three tours, I have had a much better appreciation for all the people I've known personally and as fans of our music, but I still can't get over the frustration, the guilt, and empathy I have for everyone. There's good in all of us, and I think I simply love people too much. So much that it makes me feel too fucking sad. The sad, little sensitive, unappreciative Pisces Jesus man. Why don't you just enjoy it? I don't know. I have a goddess wife who sweats ambition and empathy, and a daughter who reminds me too much of what I used to be. I didn't know that he had a daughter. Who put the birthday song? Like, I guess I'm not tapped in enough. I had no idea he had a daughter. I'm keeping it a fucking buck. Okay, what the fuck is bro? Full of love and joy, kissing every person she meets because everyone is good and will do her no harm. And that terrifies me to the point to where I can barely function. I can't stand the thought of Francis becoming the miserable, self-destructive death rocker that I've become. I have it good, very good, and I'm grateful, but since the age of 7, I've become hateful towards all humans in general, only because it seems so easy for people to get along that have empathy. Only because I love and feel sorry for people too much, I guess. Thank you all from the pit of my burning, nauseous stomach for your letters and concern during the past years. I'm too much of an erratic, moody baby. I don't have the passion anymore, and so remember, it's better to burn out than to fade away. Peace, love, empathy, Kurt Cobain, Francis, and Courtney. I'll be at your altar. Please keep going, Courtney, for Francis, for her life, which will be so much happier without me. I love you. I love you. Whoa. Damn, bro. Uh, who comes up with an idea with like what? I would sue them if I found they use my family. The merch thing. Yeah, that's absolutely disgusting. Um, damn. Yeah, cake is luckier than a yell at her. Wait, am I bugging? Did I know he had a daughter? Kurt Cobain, daughter. Frances Bean Cobain. Yeah, I had no idea this woman existed. I had no idea. Okay, so that was his note. That's the information that we have publicly. Now, there are people that that believe he didn't actually self-destruct. It's definitely unsettling. Yeah, like reading reading that note felt pretty brutal. Felt pretty brutal. Oh, she's married to Tony Hawk's son? That's crazy. Kurt Cobain's daughter married to Tony Hawk's son feels like I don't know. You ever like you know okay, you know how in like Mortal Kombat 11 they introduced like the offspring of other characters and like Scorpion's disciple and like uh Johnny and is it Cassie Cage, his daughter and shit like that? That's what it feels like. Um you know what I'm talking about? They did what? Okay. Um Now I know that there was like books and there was like a documentary and shit about his self-destruct, which I didn't consume any of that media. Oh yeah, it was Johnny and so yeah, it Johnny Cage and Sonya Blade. Yeah, Cassie Cage is her daughter. They put their offspring. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like that idea. Um Rolling was it? Yeah, Rolling Stone. I'm pretty sure it was Rolling Stone that didn't. Hang on. Sorry, I'm looking for it. Where is it? Okay, check this out. Oh wait, is this? Oh, somebody put the Soaked in Bleach documentary on Reddit. Hang on. Could you see it on YouTube? I'll tell you what. Let's just watch Rockfeed stuff, and then if he doesn't mention like past theories, then we'll look into it ourselves. Because Rockfeed, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I say it pretty often. I'm not a big fan of the Rockfeed guy, but it's fine. Um, let's just see what he has to say. So this is like in recent news. Seattle police captain breaks silence. Kurt Cobain was murdered. Um, and then we have Kurt Cobain's uncle exposes the impossible evidence. So we're gonna watch these two videos and see what information we get. And then we're just gonna look into previous conspiracy theories and try to see if it's accurate or just see our thoughts, I guess. Let me pause the tunes for a little bit. Hang on. All right, let's give it a watch.
For over 30 years, the official story has remained the same. Kurt Cobain died by taking his own life on April 5th, 1994. The Seattle Police Department has never wavered from that conclusion, but now a bombshell claim from a high-ranking insider is challenging everything we thought we knew. A retired Seattle police captain, a man who served 50 years on the force and was officially ordered to audit the Cobain case, has broken his silence. He's going on record to say the investigation was botched, the scene was staged, and he believes Kurt Cobain was murdered. So this isn't a conspiracy theory from a message board. This comes from Neil Lowe, a former commander of the Violent Crimes Division, who was given full access to the case files and the physical evidence. And what he says he found in those files is absolutely chilling. Neil Lowe is a heavy hitter in Seattle law enforcement. He joined the force in 1968 and retired in 2018. In 2005, his police chief asked him to conduct an internal audit of the Cobain investigation. This meant he had the clearance to physically hold the shotgun, analyze the suicide note, and review every photo and report in the archive. In an exclusive new interview with Daily Mail,
I can barely understand videos at regular speed. Why did he have to put it faster? My bad. I watch, depending on what I'm watching, most of it, I 2x it.
Lowe claims that the department failed to treat the death as a potential homicide from day one. He says, quote,
Here, I'll do it regular. I'll do it regular for you. I got you, my boy. I'll do 1.10.
I just am not buying that Kurt did that to himself. He argues that the detectives were led astray and that the case should be reopened immediately. Lowe points to several critical pieces of evidence that he says don't add up. First, he claims the suicide narrative was established too early. He points out that a police spokesperson announced it was a suicide to the press while standing in the driveway before the medical examiner had even finished processing the scene. Lowe argues,
oh, okay. So I guess he's saying like they just said it was a self-destruct just by like looking at the scene, didn't even look into shit.
This assumption corrupted the entire investigation. Second, he raises the infamous question about the heroin. Toxicology report showed Cobain had 3 times the lethal dose of heroin in his system. For decades, skeptics have asked how someone with that much opioid in their blood could lift a shotgun, let alone operate it. Lowe agrees, suggesting that assistance would have been required to inject that volume. Third,
okay, all right, yeah, okay. So I guess what he's implying is like somebody had to have drugged him and then do the deed. Also, shotguns are. Hold on. What was the shotgun we saw? We saw the shotgun he had. They're pretty big, are they not? Hold on. Let's go back to that. I'm sorry. How long is homie's arms? Remington Model 11. Bro. Okay. I'm going to keep it a fat buck with you fellas. This looks pretty large. How are you going to, like, how do you... He's going to have to, like, use his toe to trigger that. Why does Rockfeed guy look like Keemstar if he lived in a gym? I was confused on who y'all were talking about until I saw his face. Reminded me of a Family Guy scene. Oh my god. He also he'd have to use his toes realistically to yes. Stand pretty fucking hard on the trigger properly. His arms weren't locking. Okay, whoa, hold on. This is actually getting kind of scary. This is actually getting kind of scary. How long is the gun? The Browning Auto 5 gun. 49 to 50 inches. Bro. I'm about to grab a fucking tape measure. Bro, that is 4 feet. Bro, that is 4 feet. My arm is not 4 feet. How tall was Kurt Cobain? 5, not brother. That's like 3 Subway sandwiches. Yeah, that's Vizzy's height. Hey, we measured me on stream. I forgot how much it was, but it was pretty tall. Maybe he hired someone to unalive him. Hey, I could believe that. I could believe that. Vizzy is saying I'm a I be keeping it a buck often. Can you blame you, boy? I like to be an honest Abe.
Third and perhaps most disturbing, Lowe points to the crime scene photos. He claims Cobain's hands were unusually clean. He argues that a shotgun blast of that magnitude to the head would have created significant spray. And the lack
also, shotgun to the head, wouldn't it be fucking splattered? And the guy that walked into his body said he just saw a little bit of blood coming out of his ear. Unless I misread that.
residue on Cobain's hands is inconsistent with a self-inflicted wound. He also highlights missing documentation. Lowe cites a 1994 report about a taxi driver who picked up a passenger from the Cobain house who didn't match Kurt's description. That detail, along with confusion over where the ammo was purchased, was allegedly omitted from later police reports released in 2014. So why is this coming out now? This is where the story gets complicated. While Lowe's credentials are undeniable, the timing of those revelations coincides with the release of his new book, a fictionalized mystery novel about the death of a rock star that mirrors the Cobain case. Critics might argue this is a promotional tactic for his writing career. However, Lowe insists his doubts are genuine. He says that while he initially accepted the suicide ruling, his review of the evidence changed his mind. He describes the original crime scene as a victim of crime scene tourism, with too many officers walking through and potentially contaminating evidence. Now, the Seattle Police Department has responded to these claims with a firm shutdown. They stated, Kurt Cobain died by suicide in 1994. This continues to be the position held by the Seattle Police Department. But for Neil Lowe, the case is far from closed. He even makes a veiled reference to Courtney Love in relation to his book, with a prominent attorney endorsing the novel by saying she would love to get the defendant on the stand. And now we're left with a massive standoff. On one side, the official record and the police department that refuses to budge. On the other, a 50-year veteran of that same department who says the files on his desk told a different story. The story of a staged crime scene and a murder covered up by incompetence. So is this a sales pitch for a novel? Or is this the crack in the case that fans have been waiting for?
There's an old interview with one of Kurt's friends saying that Courtney approached him offering $10K to kill Kurt and was found dead days later. Oh, Kurt Cobain friend interview. No way. Was it this one?
Riverside with Divine Brown's pimp, a close personal friend of Al Duce's who said he could put us in touch.
Where? This is the...
Is this the one?
Tell you, where's the booze? Sure the dog won't get out and attack.
Hold on. Let me show you a little trick. Let me show you a little trick, little life hack. Oh, never mind. There's no transcription.
This is
dog got angry
a perverted. He's just a perverted.
Yep, a warped.
Hold on. Let me just Google it. I don't want to like watch this for no reason. Kurt Cobain friend interview. I don't want to like type the S word in my Google. Offered 10K. Let me see. Oh, I think it is. Wait, what's this? It might be this one actually. It might be this one. Because this is the interview that comes
Divine
up.
Brown's pimp, a close personal friend of Al Duce.
Intoxicated most of the time.
And that's PY deal with Courtney, right?
Oh, okay. There we go.
So, but you did some deal with Courtney, right?
Yeah. She offered me 50 grand to whack Kurt Cobain.
Yeah, I was telling you.
50K? 50K to kill someone? Okay, look. I don't know who this guy is. I guess we have to watch like the actual documentary, which I'm down to watch. But I don't mean to judge a book by its cover, fellas. How do we know homie's reliable?
She what?
50 grand to whack Kurt Cobain.
And that's a fact, is it? But people might think you're not the most.
Oh my God, he's about to answer it. 'Cause, bro, like this guy, I'll be brave. Homie looks like he's on drugs. You know what I mean? Like homie looks like he does hard drugs.
And that's a fact, is it? But people might think you're not the most reliable witness.
Well, that's too bad. You may not be the reliable witness your own self.
Oh.
Now think about that one.
Yeah.
You know, when she offered me money, God dang, I wish I would have taken it, man. But I know who whacked him.
Oh.
But how were you gonna whack him? Did she tell you how to do it?
Yeah, blow his fucking head off.
But where were you gonna find him to do it?
Well, up there, and she gave, mapped it out. I mean, up there in Bellevue, wherever they live, right outside Seattle. I know right where the house is. I know right what garden to pop him in. I just didn't think she was serious.
But did she tell you how she wanted you to pop
she
him?
says blow his fucking head off. I got the shotgun.
But she didn't say anything about
Make
making
it look like a suicide.
Well, yeah, but if you just blew his brains out like you said, it wouldn't look like suicide. It looked like you blew his brains out, right?
But I told Alan, my friend, who I'll let the
Wait, did he just snitch?
FBI catch him. But that's just the way it's done. End of story. Hey, 50
I don't
grand
know.
does a lot of talking.
I would not do it for 50 grand. Are you fucking kidding? Okay, fellas, if somebody has 50 grand cash, like, yo, this is yours, you just gotta whack somebody. Would y'all do it? That's too little, bro. Like, and I'm a broke fella, but I will not risk going to prison forever for life for 50 grand. Even in like late 90s or early 2000s, when did he die? It said 2000. What was it? 2000. When did Kurt Cobain die? Yeah, it was okay. Mid 90s, 1994. 50,000. Yo, Apex. Okay. 50K in the mid 90s in today's money. That'd be 90 to 100K today. So let's just round it out. 100K to take a body? Fuck no. Fuck no. I don't think anywhere. Yeah, definitely not. No, well, come on, man. If somebody got 20 million on the line, I'll do it for 20 million. 50K worth of crack sounds good to an addict, though. See, and he does look like I don't mean to judge a book by its cover, but yeah, he does look like an addict, you know? Did you comb your hair? I parted it. You like it? Do I look cute for you? And I did nobody compliments my beard. I did my beard for you guys.
Buy me a beer, I might do some more talking.
Wait, what did you say?
You buy me a beer, I might do some more talking.
He's down to snitch for a beer? Okay, I don't know how she fucking found this homunculus of a human being. He literally said, I'll snitch if you buy me a beer.
And that seemed to be the end of the interview. I didn't know quite what to think. El Duce had passed a polygraph test, even though his main witness had nodded off before its completion. This is Alan Jack rehearsing questions for Courtney.
Courtney, hey. Motherfucker. Courtney.
Okay, I don't know if that guy is like the most reliable source, to be honest. El Deuce is just that guy. Yeah, El Deuce, yeah. Get him a beer, he'll do anything. Ever wanted to try anal? Get this guy a fucking beer. So I don't think it's worth it. It would fuck up my morals and send me down a spiral. That's true. I feel like if I killed someone, I would think about that every single night, and I don't know if I'd be able to sleep. I don't know. I if somebody's like, yo, 20 mil, get this dude out of here. I would,
For more than
like,
30
realistically, I probably would do it because that's a lot of fucking money. But I don't know how I would live with myself, and then I'll probably Kurt Cobain. You know what I mean? Polygraph tests are pseudoscience, by the way.
years.
Okay, so this is Kurt Cobain's uncle exposes the quote-unquote impossible evidence.
The official story has been closed. But now, a member of Kurt Cobain's immediate family speaking out. And he's making a claim that changes everything. Kurt Cobain's uncle, Gary Cobain, is officially calling on the Seattle Police Department to reopen the investigation into the Nirvana frontman's death. He isn't just speculating, he's citing specific haunting clues that he says prove the police botched the case. Like many others, Gary claims the investigation was sloppy.
That is a crazy photo of his uncle, bro. Okay, that is a crazy photo of his uncle. I would be offended. If it's a really bad guy, then I'd have no problem doing it, but no amount of money. Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, innocent life. Yeah, that's another thing. I mentioned earlier, but you didn't see it, Vizzy, but remember the stupid play in Among Us I did? Yeah. Eldu sounds like he's speaking out of nowhere to drop.
Copy. Physical evidence doesn't.
The uncle looks almost as crazy as Eldeuce. That's what I'm like. That's kind of what I'm. I don't know. Let's just see what he has to say.
Add up, and that his nephew, the voice of a generation, was murdered. Gary Cobain still lives in the trailer in Aberdeen, Washington, where Kurt spent much of his childhood. He told the Daily Mail that the belief that Kurt was killed didn't start with internet theories. It started at home. Gary revealed that Kurt's grandfather went to the grave believing Kurt was murdered. Now, Gary says it's nice that other people are finally catching on. Gary's main contention is the sloppy nature of the original 1994 investigation. He points to the shotgun itself, a Remington Model 11. Gary, an Army veteran, notes the gun was 45 inches long. He told the press, "I don't think I could reach that myself." Casting doubt on
Okay, see, that's exactly what we were saying.
Kurt could have maneuvered the weapon to pull the trigger. He also highlights the glaring lack of physical evidence on the weapon. According to Gary, the Seattle police only found one smudged fingerprint on the gun. He argues there should have been prints all over it.
Yeah, bro, if you're so smacked on heroin, right, and you're using this long ass shotgun to off yourself, wouldn't it be sloppily like, and then like there's fucking like prints all over that thing? Like, come on, what are we talking about here?
Kurt had been handling it in his final moments. But the family's doubt go deeper than just the weapon. Gary Cobain is challenging the interpretation of the famous note found in the planter at the greenhouse. For decades, fans have debated its meaning. Now, Kurt's uncle is stating on record that the top of the note reads like a farewell to the music industry, not a farewell to life. He believes Kurt was preparing to leave Nirvana and pursue a solo career, and that the note was twisted to fit a suicide narrative. Backing up.
Okay, I'm gonna give it a buck. I think that's a stretch. I think that is. I think Kurt writing a note to say goodbye to the music industry is a stretch. Who the fuck is writing a note to say bye to an end? Like, huh? Okay, that's a stretch. I don't know how reliable homie's uncle is.
Is a new peer-reviewed.
I mean, the uncle was basic. Okay, here's the thing. This seems like the uncle is just saying what most people think, but because he's Kurt Cobain's uncle, he's in the news because he's like blood, right? But this isn't like giving us any like additional information.
Analysis by a private forensic team, including crime scene expert Brian Burnett. They've released 5 pieces of evidence they say point to homicide. The most chilling, the blood patterns. They claim the blood on Kurt's shirt indicates his head was tilted forward for a significant time, with gravity pulling the blood down, which contradicts the position his body was found in. The forensic team also suggests that the extremely high levels of heroin in Kurt's system, often cited as the cause of his incapacity, might have been administered by someone else to subdue him. Despite the renewed pressure from the family and independent experts, the authorities are not budging. Spokesperson for the Seattle Police Department stated bluntly, the Kurt Cobain case remains closed and the SPD has no plans to revisit it. For Gary Cobain, who remembers Kurt not as a rock legend, but as the goofy kid he used to babysit, this isn't about fame. It's about a family that feels they were denied the truth. He describes being haunted by the death for decades. The question remains, with a family member now demanding answers and forensic experts crying foul, will Seattle police be forced to take another look? Or
I doubt it. Damn, bro. Why didn't the police properly do forensics and use forensic document examiner for the letter note? In a high profile case where they have stalkers and stuff, you kind of have to rule a murder out. Well, is like, did they have that sort of technology in the mid 90s, or is that like a newer thing? Yeah, I don't know if I don't know, brother. I don't know. I'm skeptical because as question raising as the actual evidence is, If it's so conclusive, why put so much emphasis on the words of some crazy dudes to prove this? Police detectives are in the 90s were notoriously ass at their jobs, were they? Yeah. Mm, this is a tough one, fellas. Like, here's the thing. No matter how do we even have to like look into like other conspiracy theories, because I feel like we kind of got all the information we wanted. Um we can like glance at them, but I don't know if there's much that's going to be added uh into this conversation. I think it's an interesting conversation to have though, because it's like at the end of the day, that's all this is, right? A conversation, and that's all this ever will be, because they're like Rockfeed Dickhead said, like they're not going to open the case any longer, and it's kind of like you get what you get, and you don't get upset. Yo, Bloom, what up? Yo, Bloom, do you think Kurt offed himself? We literally have no reason to take El Deuce and Uncle Man seriously. We don't. Well, the uncle didn't provide anything, right? El Deuce, at least like he said, like, yeah, I got offered bread to do this, but like, there's no evidence. There's no evidence. Like, we gotta watch that documentary and find out like who El Deuce is and what his correlation to Courtney and Kurt was, and like, is he a reliable fella? Because the guy I could have lied and said, spread the word like, yeah, you seen this guy killed himself? He didn't kill himself. I got paid to. Who the fuck are you? You know what I mean? Did they identify whose fingerprint was on a gun? Let's see. Did they identify whose fingerprint was on Kurt Cobain's gun? FDs have been around for a while. It's just comparing writing on the letter to what they wrote, like in journals and stuff. Oh, okay. So it's not technology. My new microwave fucks with my Wi-Fi when it runs. Oh my god, yeah, shit's too powerful. Microwaves fuck with Bluetooth. I was wearing these one day. I was streaming and I went downstairs to grab some water or something, and I had my headphones on, or I guess I was microwaving something. Microwaved it, and my headphones go. Nah, he definitely got killed by someone. You think so? Uh, not. I mean, I'd probably like refund that microwave, to be honest. Eldus was a singer for the Mentors. Oh, okay, and he was pretty big in that scene, so it wouldn't be a surprise if him and Kurt were good friends. Okay, all right. See, there's our answer. Eldus was a singer for the Mentors and was a pretty big. Okay, so it makes sense that he knows them. Wait, let me look this guy up. No specific fingerprints could hold on. To answer the fingerprint thing, no specific fingerprints could identify a person other than Kurt Cobain's were not officially identified on the shotgun used in his suicide. The shotgun was not tested for prints until nearly a month after his death, and official reports focused on the position of the gun rather than identifying usable fingerprints. That is crazy. What would the motive really be, though? I have no idea. I have no idea. Let's look up Eldus. Oh, he died. R.I.P. Eldus. You would have loved this evidence. Yeah. This is interesting. This is interesting. There's like so many questions. You know what I mean? It's America. It's full of crazies. Yeah, maybe Kurt Cobain had really good life insurance. I don't fucking know. But like, I feel like no matter, it doesn't matter how much life insurance you'd get. It's still like Kurt Cobain had so much bread. Oh, El Duce. Oh, El Duce. Oh, my bad. If he was leaving music, money stops. If he dies, legend money. Oh, damn. Yo, Emma, you should be a fucking detective. You're kind of fucking killing it right now. Oh man. Yeah, so all the what was I saying before? I don't remember if I was like if I closed off what I was saying, but like all we can do is speculate and converse about what happened and what we think happened, because the case is never going to get reopened. And oh wait, I did say it. You get what you get and you don't get upset. That's what I said. Why bro name himself after poop? You've been obsessed with this case since high school. Do you feel like there's any additional information I can add to make the video more interesting if it's not interesting enough? I can't accept that pronunciation. El Deuce fits him so well. Deuce sounds cooler though. Kurt and Courtney were also arguing a lot. If he gets a divorce, he doesn't get the fortune, or at least not as much. You get 50% of the fortune. Fuck, man. This sucks. This sucks. This is one of those things where I just really wish I knew what happened. I'll take it to the grave. I don't care. I just want to know. I won't share the information. I just want to know for myself. Just because I'm a curious guy. You know what they say? Curiosity killed the cat. Curiosity killed the cat. All right, let's talk about Obama. El Duce sounds fresh. Courtney either killed him or had help. It's definitely a question I'm asking my maker once I get to the pearly gates. Word up. If y'all was able to talk to God or Allah or whatever you believe in, and you had one question for Buddy, what is the question? This is the one conspiracy theory I 100% believe. Yeah, it's like I never fully looked into this story. Like, obviously, I knew he like shotgun to the brain because of all the references and blah blah blah. But I never like looked into it. I didn't even know that this was like a theory or anything. Yo, Dylan, what up? Slam won the merch, bro. Why are men? I would probably, if I could ask the Lord anything, I'd probably hit it with the yo. So Kurt Cobain, what up? Can I talk? Can I talk to Kurt real quick? What up, Dylan? How you feeling? How's work? I would ask if I actually lived the life that I was supposed to, would have thrived in. Why why take away quiz now? Yo, sandwiches. Why you take away Quiznos? You got the cute girl from work's phone number. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about, baby. I wish you the best of fucking luck. I wish you the best of fucking luck, bro. Don't visit bald me. My hair's looking beautiful and full today. It's looking beautiful and full. All right, let's talk about the Obama stuff. I want to talk to Kurt's manager. Bro, my hair, bro. I think my thinning spot is getting better. Oh, but I am gonna get a haircut. I know I say this often, but I am for real. I'm gonna go to the dentist tomorrow, and then my next body mod is my haircut. Okay. So let's talk about what Obama said recently. I don't know how many of you guys are on Twitter or Reddit or whatever, or pay attention to like what's going on online. Wait, I actually have to do a good intro. Fellas, Obama basically confirmed that aliens are real. Or did he? That's a good intro right there, isn't it? Isn't that a good intro? That right there, that's a solid intro. Please don't cut it short. I like how you look like Moist. Nah, what do you mean L intro? That was a good intro. That was amazing. Short and sweet. Boom! And we're just going to cut into the clip. Okay. Where is it? All right, so check it out. For anyone that has not seen the clip, check this shit out right here.
Are aliens real?
They're real, but I haven't seen them, and they're not being kept in what is it?
Area 51.
Area 51. There's no underground facility, unless there's this enormous conspiracy, and they hid it from the President of the United States.
What was the first question you wanted answered when you became president?
Where are the aliens?
Where are the aliens?
So that clip made the rounds. Everyone covered it. Everyone fucking like went straight into it and took what he said and posted it everywhere. From IGN to Barstool Sports. And then check this out. Even Trump responded to this.
Something that got a lot of attention this week. Barack Obama said that aliens are real.
Okay, if anyone is hard of hearing, the interviewer stated to Trump, Obama said aliens are real.
Have you seen any evidence of non-human visitors to Earth?
Well, he gave classified information. He's not supposed to be doing that. You know.
So aliens are real.
Well, I don't know if they're real or not. I can tell you, he gave classified information. He's not supposed to be doing that. He made a big mistake. He took it out of classified information. No, I don't have an opinion on it. I never talk about it. A lot of people do.
I don't have an opinion on it, but I just did.
A lot of people believe it. Do you believe it, Peter?
Well, if the president can declassify anything that he wants to,
Well,
so if you
maybe I'll
want to
get
make
him out
an
of trouble.
announcement.
I may get him out of trouble by declassifying.
We know illegal aliens are real.
Yeah, illegal. Only illegals.
So yes, so I don't know. The audio was kind of scuffed there too, but Trump basically responds saying like he's giving classified information, blah 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 blah. Now, here's the thing: okay, so Obama said aliens are real, but they're not in Area 51, blah 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 blah. I want to go over what we actually know of aliens' existence and what the government has like provided us. Because I don't know how many of you guys remember this, but in like 2020, the government literally, you could go to the government's like page right now and just look up the UFO files, and they have pictures of UFOs. Didn't they declassify a bunch of footage of UFOs? Yeah. It's fake news, but he's in a lot of trouble because he just gave away classified information. Not saying they're real, though. Better not be any aliens around. Don't want Trump calling ICE on ET. Now, so I have it here. Check this out. Check this out. Here it is. Boom, boom. Wait, hang on. I got the links here. God damn it. I have so many tabs open. For my Asking Alexandria video, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I have 18 tabs open for my Asking Alexandria video. And this is like for one chapter. Okay, hang on. Okay. So I'm pretty sure. Check this out. This is like an official like Navy site that you can download all these files, right? These are all files of like UFOs and shit. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. So let me see. Hang on. And there's a bunch. There's 2 pages full. Like a craft using an internal mass reduction device. And there's like emails, right? The high frequency gravitational wave generator, right? Like there's a bunch like there is information that we have about aliens and shit. But there's like a specific thing that I wanted to, okay, check this out. Was it this? All right, look. Pentagon releases UFO videos for the record. Oh god, that's
There's a whole
loud.
fleet of them.
That's so loud. I'm
My
sorry.
gosh. They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots from the west. Look at that thing, dude.
There's 3 clips, it says. So this was filmed by the U.S. Navy. The clips had been circulating online for a while. The Department of Defense wanted to release them to confirm the footage was real and prove this is all the content it has. It still doesn't know what the objects in the footage are.
It's rotating.
Okay, so this is like one of the few things. I want to show you guys the other stuff too. There's like other shit. Hang on. There's like actual photos. I thought I had it here. Let me see. Was it this one? Wait, what? Wait, what the heck? It's not letting me open a link. What the fuck? It's giving me a 404 category not found. Whoa, hold on. I had links here earlier, but now the pages are like not working. Let me just Google it. That's a little scary, isn't it? Astral, what up? Our universe is so big and diverse that there's no way there aren't aliens. I want to talk about like my opinion on aliens and stuff too. 2020 UFO sightings. Where is it? I guess that was the stuff? I don't know. But like check this out. There's like a whole wiki, Pentagon UFO videos, right? And then this is like some of the stuff that I just showed you. 2021 release in April 2021, Pentagon spokesperson Sue Go confirmed that publicly available video footage of what appeared to be an unidentified triangular object in the sky had been taken by Navy personnel aboard USS Russell in 2019. Right? Like there's a bunch of shit. What's this? What is it? See, like you saw that little fucking pube right there? Look at that. Look at that pube. Look at this guy. Look at this pube right here. There's a whole wiki for all this shit. Look at that. What the hell is that? Who's tossing a frisbee around? This was in South Asia. Y'all see this pube? What are we looking at here? What do we find? Is it like these things? Is it this the double things that are like in sync? I think that's what we're looking at. Oh yeah, look. Oh, there's a few. There's 3 like things lit up that are like in sync. Those could be asteroids, but they were like moving in unison. And they're like lighting up. Look, what the fuck? They just turned into nipple piercings. Bro. That's some shit, isn't it? That's some shit. So anyway, I just wanted to show you guys. There's like there's a ton of stuff. There's like a ton of stuff that like the government like released and shit. And it was like mid-COVID and everyone was too busy on fucking TikTok and talking about COVID that like it for some reason the UFO videos and sightings didn't like make the rounds that it was supposed to. But here's the thing. Let me think before I talk. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me play the music again. Let me put the music so there's no dead air. Hold on. We got to talk about this with the funk music in the background. A UFO literally just means an unidentified flying object, right? Like, that's all it is, right? Just because there's something, like all the shit I showed you, that's not 100% confirmed that those are like aliens, right? That's not, it's not confirmed that it's like outside Earth shit. You know what I mean? I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility, but it's just like flying objects that aren't identified. It's like, oh, what the fuck was that? I don't know. That's a UFO. Yeah, all the songs are still in the queue. The jam ended though? That's ass. I mean, it's fine. We got a ton of music in it, right? Yeah. So, with that being said, like, I think like, when you realize that a UFO doesn't technically, it doesn't really mean like something that came from outside of Earth that is visiting us. It's literally just some shit that's flying that's unidentified. The like the how can I say it? It like devalues what a UFO is in your mind immediately. You know what I mean? Neil deGrasse Tyson, love the guy. I fucking love the guy. And it's funny that like Obama and aliens are like a thing right now because I've been watching a lot of Neil deGrasse Tyson. Like, he has this thing called Star Talk. It's like his podcast thing. I love that shit so fucking much. Now, look, let's just YouTube Neil deGrasse Tyson on aliens. Look at this. Oh, look, actually, he reacted to Trump. I don't know. Whatever. Let's just watch some shorts.
Do aliens exist? Don't know. We're looking for them. What I'm pretty sure is that they have yet to visit Earth. Because if they did, it would be odd that they only visit U.S. government facilities. Okay, so maybe they do exist and they have visited.
Well, I'll say that, like, I mean, there's been sightings outside of the U.S., right?
But they are inherently fuzzy, and they target restricted naval airspace, but only of the U.S. government. Do aliens exist?
So if Neil deGrasse Tyson isn't giving us information on aliens, and this motherfucker is like, he's the space guy, right? Yo, Minority, have a good night, dude. He's the space guy. If that's his take on aliens, I think it's safe to say that like aliens visiting us is probably hasn't happened, or we just don't know of it. You didn't know he had a podcast? Yeah, he does. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's a great I love his, he always has topics. Now, let me tell you something that's extremely shitty. If anyone caught sightings of aliens like maybe 4 or 5 years ago, right? And they like recorded it with their phone, it would have been much more believable. But now we lie into this issue where AI is just it's just so good, right? Like, I can record like outside of my window right now, right? Put it in some AI shit and be like, add an alien, make it look real. Upload that, and people will be like, yo, real alien sighting, right? We are at the point of like technology where if somebody, it could be a real alien caught, posted on Twitter, I won't believe it. I'll just immediately think it's AI. So this kind of sets us back in a sense where we can only trust footage that were released by like government officials. And that's fucked, right? Have you seen ads that use AI? It's sad on how often. Yeah, AI ads are like out the wazoo. So it's like we are in such a bad positioning when it comes to like trying to, you know, like release sightings that like the GP like caught, if that makes sense. Society probably wouldn't cope if aliens were fully confirmed. What do you mean? I don't think there's any hang on. Damn, I have a lot of unavailable pages here. We are finding microorganisms on planets. Most of the time, they're from Earth, so we might end up making our own extraterrestrial life on accident. I would make the point that we can't even trust government release footage. Well, I would trust government release footage if they're like, hey, this is an alien, check it out. Because why would they lie about that? Now, I don't know. Wait, what is the purpose of Area 51? Why is it that, like, Area 51 is a highly classified U.S. Air Force facility in the Nevada desert, primarily used for developing and testing top secret aircraft, weapon systems, and stealth technology. Okay, so I guess it makes sense why people think, like, if there were aliens in the U.S. or hiding it, it would be in Area 51. Now, even if we did have our hands on some aliens and shit, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, I don't think the president would even know. Because the president is basically just the mascot of the country, right? Like, there are people higher than the president. There's shit that, like, the president doesn't have unlimited access to any information he wants, right? Obviously, president has a lot of power, right? They make a lot of important decisions and stuff. Obviously, we're literally seeing that right now. But it's just like, I don't think they would let the presidents know, especially because we rotate them so often, even if we did have aliens. Sweet Summer Child, what do you mean? I'll never forget when people searched into the metadata and the Epstein cell footage said release found that. Yeah. Okay. So the Epstein, like, when they looked into the metadata of the Epstein cell footage, they found that over a minute was cut out from the footage, right? That's different. Right, because they have an incentive to lie to us with that footage, right? They want the general population to be like, yeah, look, Epstein like offed himself, right? So we can stop asking about the file, so we can stop like nagging them, like, yo, do something about these evil people that are like, you have the information, do something about it, right? They want to release this footage to shut us up, but what incentive do they have to confirm like alien existence? You know what I mean? So anyway, now really quick, breaking down what an alien is, it's literally like there's some sort of life form outside of Earth, right? An alien, while a lot of people think of like the big eye, big head, gray, green guys, it can literally just be like bacteria. And so technically to say that aliens don't exist is dumb as fuck. Because there's no way there's no like specific bacteria or something, or like any sort of cell that's like outside of Earth that doesn't exist. You know what I'm saying? Like space animals, I think that's real as well. Same reason why Pam Bondi kept talking about the stupid, that was yeah, it's weird. Everything is so weird. But anyway, I do have a quick alien story. If we go sneeze on the moon, does that technically count as an alien? No, because it came from us. I thought that alien specifically meant species on another planet that is more intelligent than humans. No, right? Like, think about it. Like, I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Definition. That's why, like, they call it illegal aliens, right? Belonging to a foreign country or nation, right? Like, that's the definition of alien. That, like, space alone is a different, like, area, no? Life from outer space? Yeah, so, like, it could be, like, from a different planet, but it could also be something that's, like, floating around in space. And okay, so when I was a kid, right, I remember I was like living in Jersey and I looked up in the sky once and there was like these floating turds just like going around. There's like 2 or 3 of them just going around. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? And literally my mom, stepfather, and I think my brother was there too. We were like, bro, what is that? And we're just watching this and it wouldn't stop. We had no idea what it was. like a week later, the History Channel was on my TV for some reason. Don't know why. None of us watched that shit. But that same thing that I saw floating, the guy, I was so young. I wish I remember what it was called so I can show you guys. The guy was talking about it on the History Channel. That exact same thing that we found, that we saw. But if the germ survives and spreads, it develops its own survival and stuff. Yeah, but if it was birthed from us, that would still be like a... I don't think that'd be considered an alien. Poop planes, straight up. It looked like... Let me see if I can find that. Rotating, flying, turd-like things found in the night sky. Cluster of objects. Not that. Let me see. What's this? Oh my god, there goes the VOD. I just realized I was playing Spotify.
David Dalian speaking to you. Heading northwest from Europe.
No, not that. I don't know what that is. Whatever. Anyway, so yeah. Now, going back to the Obama clip. Excuse me. Obama did clarify. And of course, Obama's clarification didn't make the same rounds as like Obama confirming aliens are real. Obama clarifies alien thing. Hang on. What's this? It's on CNN.
Barack Obama said aliens exist. Well, kind of. In an interview with Brian Tyler Cohen, the former president was asked whether aliens are real.
They're real, but I haven't seen them, and they're not being kept in what is it?
Area 51.
Area 51. There's no underground facility, unless there's this enormous conspiracy, and they hid it from the president of the United States.
Following a media frenzy over his comments, Obama took to Instagram to clarify his statement. He said, quote, "Statistically, the universe is so vast that the odds are good there's life out there. But the distances between solar systems are so great that the chances we've been visited by aliens is low. And I saw no evidence during my presidency that extraterrestrials have made contact with us. Really." So
the clarification was people took what he said and kind of ran with it when it was like, hey, I think aliens are real, but I didn't see shit like while I was president. That's basically what he was saying. He was just giving his like take on aliens. Like it wasn't like what everyone thought it was, where it was like, yeah, I just realized I might have fucked this entire VOD. Oh no, not on Twitch. Oh, maybe even on, oh man, I might have fucked this. It's fine. I knew that's exactly what I thought he meant. Yeah. So a lot of people were like, yeah, you know, people thought he was like confirming aliens are real, but he didn't see them. That happens every time. Yeah. Now, what I will say, with the VOD thing, yeah, I know. I got to get used to it. I have to make it an action on my thing. I'll find a way to cut around the music though. It's fine. What the fuck was I saying? Right. I 100% I think aliens exist. It's just like, I remember I watched some sort of video where they were like, if aliens do exist, right? I don't want to butcher the video, but they said something along the lines of, if like aliens do exist and we found life of them or whatever, it's probably not a good sign, because like, okay, like let's say we go to Mars and we see like a skeleton and it was like, oh wow, that was an alien. What took that alien out, and are we next? You know what I mean? If people weren't such conspiracy idiots, Obama's comment wouldn't have spawned such frenzy. Yeah. I wouldn't have believed him anyway if he did confirm aliens unless he gave evidence. You wouldn't? I don't know. I maybe I have too much trust in Obama. I would have 100% believed it. 1000%. That's big O. That's Big Daddy O. But like, I don't know, man. And also, like, we don't know what is outside of our universe, right? Like, for all we know, the universe could, like, our universe could be like, we could just be a bunch of bacteria, intelligent bacteria, right? And then there's something bigger than our universe that are like us or maybe bigger or something. You know what I mean? And we're just like literally a dust floating in some sort of gigantic universe comparatively to ours. If we're talking Mars, there'd be a high heat for or radiation. Yeah. I've been watching a lot of space shit recently. Um and like I don't know, like if we were visited by aliens, they would have to have some sort of technology that we literally can't even imagine. You know what I mean? That we literally wouldn't even be able to like conceptualize. Because Neil deGrasse Tyson was I saw a clip where he was talking about like teleporting and shit and there was just thank you for the fitty. How much we don't know about yeah, I know. Bro, we haven't even discovered like most of our ocean. Have we even discovered like have we thank you for the 50 cents. How much land have we well, no. The better question is have we discovered all pieces of land on the planet? I think we have. We would know if NASA actually got funding. What if universes are atoms to other bigger things? That's what I'm saying. Like, we could literally just be inside of an atom. I don't think that's likely. I don't think we're as small as an atom just because, like, we're fucking smart. We are so fucking smart. And again, it's kind of like, all right, think about it like this, right? If I say like, hey fellas, the color to this is white. Right? We understand, we can communicate, and we understand that that's like, this is white. If you go to your dog, if you go to your cat, and you say, hey, this is white, they don't even speak the same language as us, right? They cannot understand what colors are. They do not, they get hungry, they don't know what is happening. Right? Like, obviously they know what hungry means. I want to eat, blah, 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 right? But they don't understand how hunger works. They don't understand that they are an actual, like, entity, right? So, with that being said, if there are, like, more intelligent beings and they have technology in X, Y, and Z, there are probably, like, they probably have some sort of knowledge that we cannot conceptualize, right? To them, this is white. To us, we're like, what is that? What is a color, right? We are dogs compared to them. We might even be ants. You know what I'm saying? Well, what if we think we're smart, but another being can do? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Pets are a lot smarter. Okay, yeah, of course. Yeah, all right. Pets are smart, but they don't know what the color white is. You know what I mean? Right? Like they're like advanced enlightened entities. Exactly, right? If you look at bugs, an ant's entire life is what, like a week, right? An ant doesn't understand what time is that we know of. An ant doesn't understand what time is because that is a human made form of measurement, right? A week to an ant is their entire life, let's say. To us, a week is nothing, right? A week goes by pretty fast, pretty long, depending on what you're doing, right? But to us, a week is nothing. It is minuscule compared to like how long we actually live. But to an ant, that week, they probably had a family. They probably fucking went out and partied. They probably went through heartbreak, right? So, where was I going with that? I don't even remember. A week is a hangover and a half. They have different color receptors, so they literally would see different colors than us. That's what I'm saying. There's even, bro, there's even, there isn't there like a specific mantis that sees colors that we can't? Bug that sees more colors than human. The mantis shrimp is the look. The mantis shrimp is a premier example of a creature with a superior color vision, processing 12 to 16 types of color receptors compared to the 3 in humans: red, green, blue. Brother, we cannot conceptualize what a brand new color DLC can even be. I don't think that's the one that punches really hard. Oh wait, it might be. It might be. I don't think it is, but it might be. It's like, bro, if we're it like you can try your absolute hardest, you cannot think of a you're not wrong. And we also have that, right? That's how we were able to like come up with time. When was time invented? Over 5,000 years ago. Anyway, so like when it going backtracking to like if we explored like 100% of Earth. I know we haven't explored 100% of our ocean. Apart from the oceans, are there any parts of the Earth which remain unexplored? Caves, all sorts of caves. I forget that the statistic that BBC's Planet Earth gives, but there's a huge percentage of Earth's caves that have that that as of now are totally unexplored or only partially explored due to their depth, and there's an almost certain chance that we haven't even discovered a large portion of them in existence. That is crazy. It was 2001 that they found the oldest Ice Age cave known while blasting for a new road here in Missouri. What? Oh, that link doesn't work anymore. Let me put it in a Wayback Machine. Bro, there's caves that are unexplored? I mean, that makes sense. You can't explore every cave in Minecraft. That is like calling an American stupid for not knowing the Romanian custom of box. What is that? Oh, bro. I don't know what this is. The oldest Ice Age cave. Let's just look that up. This probably won't be a Vizzy VODs video, to be honest. I'll try, but I don't know if we can. Because of the music. Wait, hang on. Let me pause the tunes.
I'm an archaeologist and a lecturer at the University of Sydney and the Australian Museum, and I specialise in community-centred.
Australia's oldest occupied Ice Age cave found at high elevation in the Blue Mountains. Ooh. Oh, we don't get to see footage? Oh, whatever. It's fine. Because you know what I do want to show you guys? There's an entire documentary where there's a cave that is so fucking large that it has like its own forest and oh, look. There's a whole video on it. What time is it? We could do another 15 minutes. Hold on. One of Earth. This cave, look. World's largest cave has its own forest, river, and even fucking clouds. Brother, how do you have your own clouds?
Earth's natural wonders, buried deep underground. In the jungles of Vietnam lies Sun Dong, a cave so massive it could swallow skyscrapers. Inside are roaring rivers, stone towers taller than buildings, and a sealed ecosystem with its own weather. Cut off from the surface for ages, it feels less like Earth and more like an alien world.
Okay, so if it has its own weather, does our weather impact the inside at all? Is it kind of like okay, if your room is made of concrete, right, and it's cold outside, okay, for example, my bed, right, because the wall, check it out. The wall is like right there, and that's outside. When it's cold outside and you're laying on my fucking bed against the wall, you are butt fuck freezing. Is like, do you think that the outside weather actually affects the cave's weather? It would have to, wouldn't it? Even if it has its own.
Today's episode of the infographic show, we're exploring Sun Dong, one of the largest caves ever discovered. In 1990, deep in Vietnam's Phong Nha Ke Bang National Park, a man named Ho Can was fighting to survive. Since his teenage years, he had hacked through the forest for timber, poaching when he had to, scraping together just enough to get by. Times were harsh and he desperately needed cash, so he returned to the jungle searching for agarwood, a rare fragrant timber used in incense and perfumes and worth a small fortune. But as he pushed deeper, the sky darkened, thunder rolled, the heavens opened, and Khan was forced to find shelter. As he searched for shelter from the storm, Ho Khan noticed a cave mouth at the base of a cliff. Taking a closer look, he noticed several clouds of mist that were spilling from the opening, and the
Okay, obviously this is a cartoon, right? Like it's all drawings. That is such a massive mouth to a cave. How did that go unnoticed? How did nobody fucking see that?
sound of rushing water echoing deep inside. Maybe if he hadn't heard those sounds, he would have investigated the cave further, but knowing that there was a river raging somewhere in there, Khan reached the conclusion that it wasn't the best place to hide out. To him, it was just another cave. But by the time he had got home, he'd already forgotten where it was. In 1994, explorers mapped two nearby caves, Hong En and Hong Tung, and began to suspect something enormous.
Are you gonna go look for caves? No, I guess not. But like, if I see a cave that big, like let's say I'm just walking around and I see a cave that big, I would be curious, bust out the flashlight of my phone and just see what's inside.
Hidden between them. They were right, though they didn't realize it at the time. Over a decade later, in 2007, Howard and Deb Limbert of the British Vietnam Caving Expedition Team arrived in Phong Nha to search for undiscovered caves. After studying the limestone rivers and fault lines, Howard became convinced a massive cave had to exist near the exit of Hong En. The only problem was no one knew where it was, except for one man. Having left logging behind to farm with his family, Ho Khan told the Limberts about the cave that he had stumbled upon all those years ago, the one with the powerful winds, heavy fog, and the roar of a hidden river. Intrigued by his story, the Limberts urged Khan to guide them, hoping that he could lead them to the cave. Encouraged by their excitement, Khan agreed. During the group's first expedition, they were able to come across 11 previously unrecorded caves, with 2 of them being named after Khan and his daughter Tai Hua. But Sun Dong remained elusive, and after
Wait, is it like No Man's Sky where like whoever discovers like piece of land or makes some sort of new discovery, whoever discovers it gets to name it? I would love to name a cave Kool-Aid.
2 failed expeditions, the expedition team decided to call it quits. It seemed that the cavern that Ho Khan had accidentally come across...
Like, if I discovered a new species, like a bug or something, because there's bugs that are not... Like, there are species on this planet that have yet to be discovered. If I discover one, could I name it anything I want?
Was lost to the jungle, or at least it seemed it was. In one last effort to rediscover the cave, Khan made another trip out into the jungle in the winter of 2008, and by pure chance he managed to once again find the location of the entrance to...
By pure chance! Compare this mouth to how small he is. By pure chance, he was able to find something that has its it has its own weather! It has its own weather! How is it that hard?
Dong. This time, Ho Khan memorized the path, marked the entrance on a map, and studied the route so he could guide the explorers back to it. Khan immediately reached out to Howard Limbert, and the expedition team rushed back to Vietnam. Howard, together with the geography department of Hanoi University of Science, led the team that rediscovered Sun Dong. Peter McNabb was the first to go in, and Khan followed immediately after. In that moment, they realized they weren't standing inside just another cave. They had found a hidden world, unlike anything else on Earth. Formed over millions of years ago, Sun Dong was carved out of ancient limestone. Today, it holds the title of the largest known cave passage on Earth, an immense 1.36 billion cubic feet in volume. In total, it stretches over 5.5 miles. Sunlight cuts through giant dolines, massive sinkholes where the ceiling has collapsed, casting beams that transform the cave into an underground world unlike anything else on Earth. But the same openings that light the cave also bring dangers, which we'll get to later. Thanks to its vast chambers along with sunlight and rainwater filtering in, parts of Sundong have their own localized weather. In the sections where the roof has collapsed, entire forests have sprung up. Trees and vegetation have given birth to thriving ecosystems.
Bro, vegetation? I wonder, what is it called? Sundong? Bro, what does Sundong lettuce taste like?
Alongside its forests and underground rivers, Sundong is also home to some of the largest stalagmites on Earth, up to 260 feet, the tallest ever recorded. And the scale doesn't stop there. Some of its chambers are so vast they could swallow an entire New York City block, skyscrapers and all. In fact, Sundong is so enormous that you could fly a Boeing 747 straight through it without the wings ever touching the walls. In 2019, scientists confirmed Sundong connects to Hangtung through an underground river, adding another 57 million cubic feet to its volume. With its vast scale and unique climates, Sundong is unlike any other cave on Earth. And what makes it even more remarkable is that this hidden world was discovered entirely by chance. During their expedition, the team quickly realized they were inside a cave larger than any other known, complete with its own ecosystem and subterranean rivers. But first, they had to name it.
Okay, bro, they're literally gonna find new species in this cave.
Additionally,
there's no way they don't.
Cave discoverers have the honor of choosing the name. And with Hokan alongside the team, they decided on Sundong. Sun means mountain, while Dong refers to a nearby valley home to the Bru Van Q people and the source of the Tung River. A fitting name for a cave carved into limestone with a river flowing through it. It didn't take long for word to spread about the staggering scale of Sundong Cave, and it would soon be revealed to the world when on April 14, 2009, the British-Vietnam Cave Expedition Team declared that the cave was the largest natural cave in the world. Since its rediscovery, Sundong has become world famous, and the man who first stumbled upon it remains closely tied to the cave. After helping relocate it, Hokan became a guide for the British-Vietnam Caving Expedition Team, leading multiple expeditions into Sundong and other caves in the region. It's just as well that someone familiar with Sundong as Hokan still guides explorers through it, because while the cave is breathtaking, it's also deadly. At least 2 people are believed to have lost their lives navigating its treacherous terrain. With a raging...
What? Wait, what? People died? Bro, people died while cave exploring? Is that like really a thing?
Underground river, sudden floods, and sheer drops, one wrong step could be fatal. The river itself remains largely unexplored. Divers have descended into its black waters, but the source remains out of reach. And just in case those weren't enough dangers to be concerned about, there are also species of poisonous centipedes living inside Sundong. But these haven't deterred people from trying to take a closer look at the world's largest cave. It's no surprise that opportunists have tried...
Can't you just wear like a suit? Like, if you're worried about like venomous shit, why don't you just wear a suit and like get that ass in there?
Sneaking into Sundong. We'll get to why access is so restricted in a moment, but in February 2017, 3 tourists carrying French and American passports were arrested for trying to enter without porters, guides, or tickets. They were stopped in an ethnic minority village where they admitted that they had been attempting to slip into both Sundong and Hang En illegally. It could have cost them their lives. None of the 3 had protective equipment, and similar cases of adventure tourism have already led to several deaths in Vietnam. The 3 men aged between 29 and 34 were slapped with an administrative fine for the trouble they caused. Still, it could have gone far worse if they had made it inside the cave. It's not hard to see the appeal of a huge cave, home to underground forests and a seemingly endless river, but that is not all you might find on a trip to Sundong. Beyond the towering stalagmites and pristine ecosystems, Sundong also is home to something perhaps even rarer, cave pearls. Now, before you get all starry-eyed picturing a cave full of glistening treasure, we hate to break it to you, but cave pearls, while rare, aren't valuable. But to anyone who loves nature, these...
Wait, what? Wait. How is something rare but not valuable?
Things are just as special. Cave pearls are a rare geological formation that occur when speleothems, that's the deposits of minerals that form in natural caves, take on an oddly round shape. Calcium-rich water drips or flows continuously over the limestone within Sundong, which often carries with it dissolved bicarbonate. These drops contain calcium carbonate falling from the cave ceiling, and they can encase tiny grains of sand or other small fragments of rock. Then, over thousands of years, as more and more concentric layers of that calcite build up, they start to form a smooth, pearl-like sphere. In Sundong, cave pearls can grow as large as baseballs, with some even speckled like quail eggs. Howard Limbert once remarked he had never seen pearls as big or as many anywhere else in the world, and he would know having explored caves across the globe. Sure, they might not have any commercial value as gemstones, but cave pearls are highly significant when it comes to the science of caves like Sundong. They're extremely fragile too, and they need to be left undisturbed inside the cave. Take them out of the environment, and the changes in temperature and humidity can cause them to crack.
Whoa.
It's one of the
I guess because I immediately thought of like jewelry, right? If it's like, bro, okay, imagine you're iced out and you're like, bitch, this is from a cave in Vietnam. There are only like 2 motherfuckers in the world got this shit. But it makes sense why it's not valuable, because it literally cannot survive outside of the fucking cave's environment. Biology was way worse and way less interesting than this. I know, right?
Reasons, and we'll get on to more in a moment, that tourism in Sundong is so limited. One of the most iconic highlights of Sundong is located about 2 miles from its entrance. Over time, the underground river running through the cave started to erode some of the limestone, causing the cave ceiling to fall in. What was left was a massive V-shaped skylight that didn't just light up the dark cave, but completely transformed Sundong. It's just one of the 2 dolines, or colossal funnel-shaped sinkholes hundreds of feet deep. They don't just create stunning scenery with misty forests and waterfalls pouring from the ceiling above, but they also play a vital role in sustaining the cave's ecosystem.
What?
The one, also known as Watch Out for Dinosaurs, is over 1,400 feet deep from edge to base. It also marks the point where the underground river inside Sundong disappears.
Oh my god, it is so fucking... Okay, I think they discovered the cave at like the perfect time, because they could literally see before and after the fucking ceiling collapses. This is so crazy.
A 2009 expedition, one team member joked about the untouched primeval landscape hidden underground. The scenery looked like a lost prehistoric world, and when the talk turned to dinosaurs, someone quipped, "Watch out for dinosaurs," and the name stuck. Around Doline 1 are several unique formations, including 4 terraced pools lined with calcium. Coated in algae, they glow a vivid green when sunlight streams through the massive opening in the ceiling.
Oh, man.
Phytokarst, a rare speleothem
There's photos and like actual footage of this, by the way, which we'll look at after.
that forms when light-seeking bacteria and algae carve shapes into the rock, has also been found in Watch Out for Dinosaurs. And then there's Doline 2, also known as the Garden of Eden. Around 3,200 feet from Doline 1, this area was also formed when a portion of the cave ceiling gradually collapsed. What sets Doline 2 apart from its neighbor, though, is that it's home to a huge forest. Also discovered in 2009,
crazy,
Helen Brooke and Adam Spillane were the first to come across Doline 2, originally settling on calling it the Garden of Eden. However, they wanted to avoid any religious associations, so they changed it to the Garden of Edom. Given how closely it resembles the landscape above the ground, many have even mistaken this area for the exit of Sundong. The Garden of Eden has a vertical depth of over 800 feet, from rim to base. Consistent sunlight and nutrient-rich soil has allowed it to support its own self-contained ecosystem. The trees that grow within Doline 2, while slimmer, are usually around 130 to 160 feet. There are over 200 recorded plant species and even animals living down there. While they aren't as prevalent and they can even be a bit elusive, there have been sightings of flying squirrels, snakes, pheasants, wild monkeys, and owls. There's even a large bird that can sometimes be seen circling above Doline 2 in the early morning, but nobody's ever properly identified it. Some experts believe it could be a previously unknown species of owl. But cryptid owls
Oh my
and
god,
primordial
unknown species of owl. That is so fucking sick!
forests aren't the only phenomena hiding inside Sundong. In April 2009, a British-Vietnam caving expedition team spent 5 days exploring the cave before they ran into a colossal barrier. It was a massive flowstone wall, rising 295 feet high and stretching nearly 500 feet across. The team dubbed it the Great Wall of Vietnam. Despite its name, This isn't a man-made structure like the Great Wall of China, but that only makes it more impressive. Lacking the right climbing gear, the explorers had no choice but to turn back. Still, their photos and measurements prove that Sundong was the largest cave in the world, and they vowed to return to uncover what lay beyond. And sure enough, they got to find out. A year later, equipped with full climbing gear,
Oh, fuck yeah. I was about to say, bro, I was about to get so upset if they weren't able to, like, climb over that bitch. Oh, my God.
Along with a National Geographic TV crew. They needed to spend 2 days just preparing the ropes, anchors, and other climbing gear before they attempted to make it over the wall, which proved to be no easy feat. The stalactite barrier features a vertical section that's just over 80 feet tall, with another portion that slopes at a 45-degree angle over 210 feet. And below, at the base of this massive flowstone, is a seasonal pool that can rise to nearly 100 feet deep. Two cave experts, Gareth Sewell and Howard Clark, were the first to ever successfully scale the Great Wall of Vietnam. And what would they find waiting for them on the other side? Well, it wasn't just the symbolic victory of finally completing the cave's 2-year-long survey, but another key feature, one that had previously been undiscovered. The cave experts found themselves looking out at an enormous chamber with daylight in the distance. It was the hidden exit to Sundong, just over 1,600 feet away. Now, as we've alluded to already, public access to Sundong is tightly controlled. The rules for even getting close to it are purposely strict. The main reason is this is done to preserve the fragile environment within the cave. It's a spot of such natural beauty, having this become a major tourist attraction would destroy it. There's only a few hundred visitors annually who end up being permitted to explore Sundong.
Wait, what? How do you... I gotta look this up. How do I visit Songdong, bro? And how does it... Okay, so how would tourists affect, like, what's going on in the cave? Like, having too many tourists, how would that affect anything at all if they just, like, or have, like, strict rules and shit? You know what I mean? As a community, we should do it as a field trip. That'd be fucking sick. People suck. But, like, if you have... Okay, if it's, like, highly restricted, right? I'd imagine per tourist group, you would make it very expensive. And with that cost, you can, like, use whatever funds it generates to go back into, like, exploring this cave and, like, hiring a security team with the group to ensure that they don't do shit. You know what I mean? Stomping around, trash. I don't know. Like, I feel like that's an easy situation to combat. Like, if people are willing to spend the money, take the fucking money and invest it back into cave exploration. You know what I mean? A lot of people touching things is bad for fragile environment. Yeah, but they could stop that. They can leave trash, bringing viruses to the cave that could hurt. But yeah, but they could stop all that, right? Bro, God forbid I bring in my Auntie Anne's inside of Forever 21 at the mall. You know what I mean? Tourism is a common way to destroy habitats. No, they can't stop it. What do you mean? Because people like to touch stuff and play with stuff, and additionally, thousands of people walking around talking and making noise in a fragile environment every day will eventually destroy the place. Oh, like sound can be a danger? You make it much rarer and harder to get in. You can charge for a higher premium. Yeah, but okay. I don't know. I feel like, let's say you get, for easy math, 100 tourists a year, right? And you charge each one $1,000. That's a lot of fucking funds. But you could, I feel like you could probably change this, you charge the same price and just let more people in. I don't know. I don't know. We can't even stop people from destroying habitats in our country. Yeah, because this is a free country, brother. Fucking America, baby. We don't got security guards walking with us everywhere to ensure that, like, we're not fucking things up. The biggest tree ever is not supposed to be visited because people are just being there and stepping around, destroying the plants around. Really? See, I don't know. Maybe I'm just showing my ignorance right now. Around 3,000 people to go in? Wow. Wait, oh wait. It's $3,000 to go in? That's fucking crazy. That's not that bad. I think that's expensive because then you also have to travel to Vietnam. You know what I mean? I don't know. Tourists can disrupt anything like water quality and air quality with littering and pesticides killing, but I guess that's true, right? Okay, I guess you can only do so much for, like, people going in and, like, being loud and like, let's say somebody got, okay, let's say maybe you live in a house full of roaches and you bring roaches that are on your clothes into the cave, like that, I guess. Noise aversion can disrupt normal animal activity and change their habitat. Oh. I'm not capitalist pilled. I'm just saying that we can, like, if people are down to pay the money, let them and use the resource to like explore more of it. You know what I mean? I'm not saying bank off of the fucking cave. I'm just saying use the funds to assist in research. You know what I mean? It's kind of like Everest, as you kind of need to be really physically fit to trek it and cross the rivers and stuff. So maybe that turns a lot of people away. Yeah. Let's finish this video up. But I think, I don't know. Let's see.
The first tourist group ever to venture inside the cave arrived in early August 2013, shortly after the British Vietnam Cave Expedition team had completed all of the necessary surveys. What's that? You want to be one of those lucky few that gets to see
Yeah,
Sundong?
me! Yeah,
well,
me!
Then you better be ready to cough up some serious money.
Oh,
a
we're
ticket
just talking
on
about
a guided tour of Sundong costs $3,000
Oh, yeah, okay.
per person. In addition to this hefty ticket fee, any potential visitors also have to meet some pretty strict health requirements in order to qualify for a valid entry permit.
Okay, see, okay. All we had to do was not pause it and listen for like another 30 seconds. And we would have saw how everything went down.
It's a 6-day, 5-night journey of trekking through the jungle, crossing rivers and traversing steep terrain over a total distance of around 18.5 miles. These permits, which are needed in order to access the cave, are only ever made available on a limited basis. Only 1,000 visitors are allowed into Sundong each year, and permits are issued exclusively between January and August. After that, heavy rains bombard the region, causing river levels inside the cave to surge. Remember those seasonal floodwaters we mentioned earlier? They don't just make large sections inaccessible, they are deadly. Even an experienced caver and swimmer would struggle to survive a plunge into those icy torrents. Since 2017, the only company that has permission to enter Sundong for tourism purposes is Oxalis Adventure Tours, and there's only one tour operator who's been approved for bringing those tourists into the cave. Safety and conservation concerns play a big role in why Sundong is so well protected. There was previously a proposed plan to build a cable car that could allow tourists to traverse through the cave. It would have been 6.5 miles long and was set to cost roughly between $112 and $211 million. Environmentalists and locals strongly opposed the proposal, warning that mass tourism would damage not only Sundong, but the surrounding environment as well.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I didn't even think about the surrounding environment. That's very, very, very true. That's how you know I'm an ignorant, dumb, fucking piggy of an American dog shit waste. I didn't even think about the locals. Because, okay, you have to go through all this forest and rivers and shit to even get to the cave. That means to make it more accessible, they would have to knock down and form roads and construct an easier path to get to the cave, right? Causing like okay. I'm a piece of shit.
After enough pushback, the cable car project was scrapped, and access to Sundong remains an expensive, tightly controlled adventure. Limited ecotourism and scientific expeditions may be allowed in the future, but for now, its hidden forests and endless river are likely to remain sealed underground for decades to come. A cave big enough to swallow a skyscraper is shocking. But
so cool. I gotta show you guys like real footage of it now really quick, and then we'll call it. Yeah, there's a trade. My window's open because I was getting like sweaty. We're already destroying a lot of our natural planet and we don't want to further. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it is nice that the locals were listened to, because like, look, I'm over here trying to figure out like, oh, what can we do to make it more accessible for more people to enjoy this beauty? But the reality is like gatekeeping it. Okay, it's the same thing of like people gatekeeping music, right? The whole point is they don't want to poison the well. They don't want to fuck up like the origins. You know what I mean? How do you spell it? Was Sondong. Check it out. There's like, I remember seeing actual footage of it. Look at this, bro.
Sangdong,
We're not gonna watch this entire video. I just want to show you guys the like how it actually looks. Because like we can only be so like watching cartoons only gives us like a specific idea, right? But like this is how it actually looks.
Prehistoric rainforest hidden far below the surface, and a vast underground river. From transparent fish to colorful monkeys, over 250 endemic plant and animal species live in this underground world. 7 new animal species were recently discovered here and are unique to this place.
Oh, what did I say? New species discovered.
Stretching 9 kilometers in length.
Bro, look at this fucking... I feel like I've seen this before in my toilet.
This cave holds 38.5 million cubic meters of space.
This looks like the Ghost and Ghouls map before you like play the round.
And its passages are so enormous that a 40-story skyscraper could fit inside, and its giant stalagmites are rising like towers.
Oh my god, look at that, bro. That is fucking it. Oh, that is so beautiful. But you know what? Like really thinking about it, knowing that the ceiling like fucking collapse at some point, I would be anxious as fuck walking around this bitch.
Cities. Walking inside, it's impossible.
Have a good night, cattle dog.
XOXO,
XOXO, brother.
As a tiny bug. Can a rock move on?
You don't know the vril? Just YouTube. Wait, the vril? What is the vril?
On its own, Sangdong even contains phytokarst rocks, which move towards the sun like semi-living organisms.
What? There's rocks that move towards the fucking sun? Bro, nature is so beautiful. Nature is so fucking beautiful.
Now we are going to first Dolin. This is the next day. There will be a lot of things that we will see today. Let's go.
We are crawling through narrow passages to get to the first dew line.
A very narrow point. Oh.
These sticky threads are traps belonging to cave worms. They produce a blue-green light from their tail to attract flying insects to these sticky threads. Once an insect gets stuck, the larva pulls up the thread with its mouth and eats its prey.
This limestone is the oldest limestone in Southeast Asia. It is more than 400 million years old.
While some sea creatures become part of the limestone, others...
As we move forward towards the light, the height of...
Dude, look at this. I'm pretty sure this is like... Remember how they said the like ceiling broke? I'm pretty sure this is what they were talking about.
The plants grow. The soil makes it perfect to form a rainforest.
A large portion of the soil here...
The ceiling nut.
here consists of bat guano. It is accumulated... Fourth and final day in the cave. Today, we navigate through a water-filled passage before reaching the Great Wall of Vietnam. The stalagmites here look fascinating, almost like the work of a sculptor.
A pool of water surrounds this column and fish are swimming in it. These fish have no eyes as they have adapted to live in this total darkness.
Fish with no eyes. And this guy's fucking... I mean, I guess it doesn't matter if he's like shining a light at it, right?
Their other senses got stronger over time.
See how it doesn't give any reaction to the shadow of my hand
Whoa.
or the movement?
It doesn't see anything.
It looks like the things that like suck on the tank to like clean it.
Like the fish, this cricket is completely blind.
Whoa!
It doesn't see me. These super rare formations are called cave pearls.
Oh my god, these were the cave pearls we were talking about.
They're usually 1 centimeter in diameter, but here, since they are too old, some of them are as big as a tennis ball.
Just like real pearls, they form around a tiny nucleus, such as a grain of sand, with layers of minerals slowly building up over time. They need a few hundred years to be fully formed. As we push further into the cave, something unexpected catches our eyes. These are deer bones. They're estimated to be 500 years old. There is one last challenge ahead, an 80-meter-high karst wall called the Great Wall of Vietnam. To reach there, we must also pass through a 600-meter-long Passchendaele passage. The passage is now filled with water and is turned into a breathtaking jade-green lake.
Oh man.
It's so high that the light does not reach to very top.
Oh shit. It looks kinda gross.
To the wall, the light from the exit is visible.
Like it's beautiful, but the rocks just look like giant. Like, yeah, y'all ever played Bad Fur Day? When you fight the Great Mighty Pooh. But like in the most beautiful way you know,
100 meters away.
We have explored the world's largest cave from one end to the other, yet on the fourth day of the exploration, one mystery still remains. Which ancient creature the fossil we saw in Sondong belongs to? I'm opening Opera browser and quickly navigating to the cave's website to check the related article. Here we'll
there's
find
fossil
the
pages.
same fossil's image and its description. I'm gonna press Command/ or Control/ to open Aria. It's a built-in AI tool.
Oh, is this an
Let's
ad?
ask it information on this sea creature. First, I'm using the Tap Islands 100 million years ago. This carnivorous species is believed to have had tentacles to catch its prey and grew up to 10 centimeters.
Wait, what was
because
it called?
believed Rugosa went extinct 300 million side by side, it appears that Tetracorolia or Rugosa went extinct 300 million years ago. This carnivorous species image gen. By the way, Tap Traces feature _ smart tools. I believe that we are floating now. Thank you for watching.
I'm not gonna lie, that ad was kind of smooth. Not gonna front. Damn, bro. So okay. Last thing. I want to look at Sondung like photography. See it what motherfuckers captured. Whoa. Holy, it looks fake. Bro, this is awesome. Oh, so fucking cool. Fellas. Oh man, this shit is beautiful, bro. Whenever we do like react streams or like look into something cool, I feel like we can take some sort of value, right? We learned we learned a little something after watching a little something, and I think what we learned today, ladies, gentlemen, days and dems, never kill yourself. Never kill yourself. Fellas, I'm out of here. XOXO. We'll be back tomorrow for community night. We're gonna tomorrow's the last day of the community playlist, I believe, right? Let me see. It is. Tomorrow is the last day for community playlist review. That's what we're gonna do. And what else did I say we were doing? I put it in the. Let me see. What else did I say? Let me look at the sketch. Oh, and there was some Reddit post that I wanted to cover tomorrow that we can check out while listening to some music. So, guys, love y'all. I'll catch you tomorrow. Be safe. Be here. And we're also doing Gartic Phone. Shout out everyone for being here. Congratulations, Slam, for winning the merge giveaway. I'll DM you, big boy. Have a good night and see you in 22 hours. Peace out.